Greetings, everyone. I'm your host, Aisha Raut, the volunteer here at Babylon National School, and today we are having another episode of Babylon Kidcast where we bring in two of these wonderful students and talk about their ongoing SCA journey for the year 2082 from this very school. So, without any further delay, let's ask them how they're feeling today.
Thank you, Aisha. I'm feeling great today. How about you?
I'm also feeling very fine. Thank you for asking. What about you?
I'm also fine.
I'm very glad to have you guys here in this Kidcast today. So, without any further delay, let's start with introducing ourselves.
Hello, I'm Pranesh Chhetri and studying in grade 10 in our Babylon National School.
hmm What about you?
Hello, I am Umesh Limbu. I'm in grade 10 and currently studying in Babylon National School.
Nice to meet you guys. So, something I want to ask you is that you guys have recently started grade 10, right? It hasn't been long, maybe 2 months or so.
Yes, it has been 2 months.
Yeah. So, what is your current experience like?
It's kind of pressurizing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of stress building up because due to SE, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, SE is a pretty big exam considering that it's the last exam for your school level. What about you, Umesh?
It is pretty stressful because we didn't get a lot of free time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, the school has a very hectic schedule, right? How long do you stay in school for?
mm, 11 to 12 hours.
Mm-hmm. So that's very long comparatively from last time. So are you having a hard time adjusting?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time adjusting my social life as well
Mhm.
as my student life,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to
Yeah,
adjust.
you should definitely try your best. What about you?
Uh, I'm also trying to.
Yeah, you're also
Mm,
trying to do the same as
yes,
Pranish, I guess.
yes.
So something else I want to ask you is on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited or scared were you on the first day of grade 10? And were you more excited or scared? What was the case here?
I was really excited. I had, we had a long vacation, and I
Mm-hmm.
was excited to see my friends, meet my good friends, and but I was also scared due to section changing. That I would get separated from my friends.
Definitely, section change is a very scary part for the first day of any grade actually. What
Mm.
about you, Amish?
I was very excited to see my friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I was excited to be in grade 10
Yeah,
because grade 10 has so many
New knowledge.
new things to
new
learn.
things to learn, knowledge, and
Yeah,
there's
definitely. I agree with you, Umesh.
yes.
I can see that it's a bit difficult to handle podcasts, and especially when it's your first time, it's quite awkward speaking. So, no worries, we'll
Mm.
go with the flow and try to speak in a comfortable manner so that it's easier for both of us. So, something else I want to ask you is since we're talking about academics, SE, and your goals, what is your target GPA for SE?
I'm targeting above 3.5. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I have to make my parents proud this year.
Mm-hmm. So your parents making your parents proud is your motivation, right?
Yes, this is my lot of motivation in there.
Mm-hmm. That can be definitely considered a very good source of motivation. What is your target goal?
I'm planning to get 3.6 or 3.7
Mm-hmm.
in. mm,
That's very good that both of you guys have a targeted, proper target goal and you guys are working towards it. So I want to ask you, how are you planning to achieve your target GPA? Do you guys have a study schedule yet, or what are you doing?
I do have a study schedule.
Mm-hmm.
After school, I take an hour of break and then go back to completing my assignment or doing reading works.
Mm-hmm. How long does it take for you to complete your assignments?
2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours and
Yes.
some extra studying?
Yeah. Co- Adjusting my studies into
Mm-hmm.
assignments, it's 2 to 3 hours.
Well, that's a very long time that you're dedicating to studying, along with how long you stay in
mm,
school, Umesh?
How long? 11 to 12. hours.
Staying 11 to 12 hours in school and managing time for
Mm,
assignments and extra studying must be very difficult for you, right?
yes,
And how do you like do you have a study schedule, or how do you plan to like achieve your target goal?
yes, I have study schedule. After
Mhm.
school, I take time to 1 hour to revise the class,
Uh-huh.
the class uh,
And what about assignments?
assignment.
Yeah.
It takes me to it takes me 2 to 3 hours to complete it.
That's good that again you have a like dedicated time.
Mhm.
So, are you taking your studies very seriously, or is it like okay, going a little bit lightly? Because most people tend to study after Dase vacation, right? So, what's the case here? Are you like taking your studies alka lightly before Dase the vacation, and you're planning to study after, or like are you taking it seriously from the beginning?
I'm taking it lightly, a little bit light and a little bit serious too.
Mm-hmm.
I plan to go on studying seriously from this day
Mm-hmm. So
onwards.
it's like a blend of light and serious,
Yes.
just the perfect amount, right? Just
Yes.
as much as you need.
Hmm.
What about you, Umesh?
Uh, I'm bit I'm bit serious
Yeah.
from the first because SE is an important exam.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that,
So SE is definitely an important exam, as you mentioned, Umesh, and it's
mm,
good to take it seriously. But sometimes you also have to rest a little bit and give yourself some free time. So talking about exams and subjects, what's your strongest subject?
I feel Samajik is my strongest subject.
Oh.
Growing up, I used to watch videos and news, so I know lot of things about our
Mm-hmm.
government, our country, and that's why Samajik is not a bit tough for me.
So I was very intrigued by your answer because most students that I've taken the podcast of tend to mention that Samajik is on the weaker side for them. And I feel like you've also faced it among your friends, right? Most people find Samajik to be a difficult subject, but I'm glad that there are still people who like find Samajik easy. So, what about the time management issue there, Manish?
It's very hectic,
Mm-hmm.
and but I do manage some time for myself
Yeah.
as well as I do go swimming every frequently.
Oh, so besides school, you're involved in swimming.
Swimming classes. I have a
Uh huh. So swimming club.
club.
What about you, Umesh?
my hardest subject is
Your hardest subject is?
my hardest subject is science
Mm-hmm.
because it has many numerical problems
Mm-hmm.
and theoretical part and
Yeah.
ki-
Okay, then try
and
are completely fine.
Mm.
uh, and
So, which branch of science is the most difficult for you?
mm, everything is difficult, but if I try, I can do it. If
Definitely, definitely. That's the spirit for you, Umesh. Most people tend to find physics, chemistry difficult, but yeah, I can understand why everything is difficult because in biology you have so much to remember, and in physics you have so many numericals. Meanwhile, in chemistry, so many molecular formulas and whatnot. What's your weakest subject?
I feel my weakest subject is optional mathematics
Mm-hmm. Why so?
because due to the syllabus gap in grade 10 and grade 9,
Mm-hmm.
it's very hard to catch up to grade 10. I
Yeah.
feel so.
What is your strongest subject, Umesh?
my strongest subject is English because I'm very
Yeah.
familiar with the free writing
Mm-hmm.
structures and that's,
Yeah, and English is also a very creative subject. You can write whatever comes to your mind, right?
mm,
So, talking about optional subjects, which subject did you choose, like computer or account?
Computer.
What about you?
account.
So, computer and account. So, what are your views on computer?
Computer is very important subject,
Mm-hmm.
as if you want to choose science in grade 11 to 12, you must have computer or environment.
Definitely. So, like, why did you decide to go for computer subject?
It has a lot of scope in there. in
Mm-hmm.
career. I can build career over computer programmings and a lot of new things in the coming generations.
Mm-hmm. And computer can also, like, help whatever you've imagined, and you can put it into work and like create whatever you want out of it. So it's like
Yes.
also creative.
Yes.
Creativity in subjects is very necessary, I feel like. So why did you choose account, Umesh?
Because I like to take challenges like calculating
Mm-hmm.
and some banks related
Mm-hmm.
problems.
So account is a very financial related subject. So learning
Mm,
about finance must be your interest. Are you interested in banks and finance and all that? So
yes,
learning about that can definitely be helpful for your future. So what's your aim in future, Umi?
my aim is to become CA.
So that's definitely another helpful point. I'm so sorry. So Pranish, is your aim to be a software engineer or something like that?
Something like that. I hope to work in computer field,
Mm-hmm.
and I think my first choice would be an software engineer.
Definitely, since like hearing you speak about everything, but also you also need to work a little bit harder on optional maths maybe,
Yes.
because that computer does require a bit logical operations and arithmetic calculations, and optional math is quite a big part.
In there, yes.
So how do you plan to improve your optional maths?
I do have some problem in absolute math, but
Yeah.
because of our teachers, I have gotten a bit better in optional math,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel I should work more harder in optional maths so that I would be an computer software engineer.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So, Umesh, how do
Mhm.
you plan to improve science for you?
I will, I will, mm, I will try to solve numerical problem
Mm-hmm.
1 hour a day,
Mm-hmm.
and I will ask teacher if I had any problem.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And do you have a extra tuition teacher outside of school, or is it
Uh,
school tuition?
School tuition only.
So you can utilize the time in your school tuition. So talking about time, you guys have a certain amount of time separated for refreshment breaks, right?
Yeah, I do have certain amount of time for reflex
Refreshment break.
this
Reflex.
reflex
No, it's okay.
refresh
Refreshment
and
break.
what the
It's okay.
refreshment.
Refreshment.
Oh,
Refresh.
refreshment break.
Yeah.
I do have a time separated for refreshment breaks,
Yeah.
and it's mostly 1 to 2 hours
Yeah.
of break and swimming classes.
And you guys also have some refreshment time in school, right? Is
Mm.
it a 1 hour break?
Yes,
Yes.
1 hour. It's like 3:10 to 4:10.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Almost.
1 hour.
Yeah.
But you guys have snacks, like lunch snacks time
Lu-
included in that.
Yes.
So maybe like 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
So what do you do in that 45 minutes to 1 hour break, Umesh?
We play on the ball
Mm-hmm.
and table tennis.
That's fine. You play and do you like ask your teachers if you guys have any doubts? Can you go to your teachers and ask about it?
Yeah, our teachers are very helpful, and they've been helping us from these 2 months a lot
Mm-hmm.
more than we used to get in grade 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I do ask my teachers for help, certainly.
So we've talked enough about academic part. Why don't we talk about sports and a little bit of distraction from the studies? So I feel like when you guys are distracted, you guys tend to go outside, maybe play games, right? As you mentioned, Umesh, you play like volleyball or badminton or tennis with your friends. So what is a sport of your interest?
Oh, mine is surely a volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
but because it includes teamwork and friendship. It builds friendship, and it's very interesting to play volleyball.
Definitely. I also passed out from school last year, so he was my junior, and we used to attend volleyball classes together, if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember.
So it's a quite a little bit of nostalgia, remembering the past,
Yeah.
and having you guys here because we played volleyball with you when you were in grade 9, right?
Yeah, we were in grade 9, you were in grade 10.
Actually, no, I think we were in grade 9 and you guys were in grade 8.
2 years, we played two
Yeah.
years together.
But mostly in grade 10. Personally, I didn't play, so I remember you like in grade 8. But having you guys here, and like, even I have passed out grade 10, moving on to like doing my plus 2. And you guys giving your SE brings up a lot of nostalgia for me because we did see you since like you guys were a little young, right?
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of you guys for coming so far. Talking about sports, who's your favorite player like for volleyball?
Nishida, he's an Japanese player.
Mm-hmm.
He's an main part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And his play style is really fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So you're inspired by him.
Yeah.
What is your favorite sport, Umesh?
Mine is football because
Uh-huh.
it 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 mainly depends on the teamwork
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah. Teamwork is a very big part, I feel like. Who's your favorite player, Umesh?
Messi
Why do you think Messi is your favorite player?
because of his dedication and
Mm-hmm.
hard work.
Yeah, he has managed to become one of the top players in the world, right? So, you guys, now that we think of it, you guys can learn something from sports and you guys can bring it up even in your academics, like learning because you guys learn hard work, teamwork. So, talking about teamwork, why don't we talk about study? Like, this is off out of the topic, like, I brought it up, I'm so sorry, but talking about group study and self study, which one do you think is more important, or which one do you prefer?
I do prefer self study
Mm-hmm.
because I can focus on my own works than focusing on like talking to my friends.
Mm-hmm.
In group studies, we don't really study, in
Yeah,
my opinion.
people do have opinions, and I respect your opinion because most people stay distracted in group studies, right, with their friends. Which one do you think is best for you, Umesh?
I prefer group study because if I get any problem, I will ask my friends
Yeah,
and
that's another good point. You can learn from your friends, right, when you have any issues. There's a vast group of ideas that you can learn from when you're like studying in a group. So that's another plus point. There's different parts to this story. Like, I feel like group study and self study are both different sides of a coin. Since group study is also necessary, but self study also allows you to be more focused. So, talking about this and that, I feel like we're almost at the very end of our podcast. Something I really want to ask you guys is that um, imagine 1 year has passed already, and you guys have already given your SE, and you guys are in your SE break, like after SE break. So, what do you plan to do in that break? And if you had any advice to give to your juniors, what advice would you give them?
Certainly, in my SE break, I would do a lot of travels. I would rather go international. If I score a lot of, I feel I scored good marks in SE. And for my juniors, I I would like to say keep working, don't give up.
Mm-hmm. And stay consistent,
Yeah,
maybe. That's advice from my side. I feel like staying consistent because in the last moment when you're like hurrying, even though you're not at the last moment, something I would also like to say is definitely you need to stay consistent because like at the end everything piles up and you'll have to do like so much work. And Umesh, what do you plan to do in your SE break after SE break, the 3 month holiday?
I plan to go to my hometown and like different places like Pokhara, Mustang.
Mm-hmm. So surely, so maybe you guys will be taken to a tour from school too,
Yeah.
going to maybe Pokhara Mustang itself. I feel like going with friends would be so much fun for you guys, right?
This is our last year, and it will create a lot of memories for us too.
Are you sad that it's your last year, Umesh?
Yes, I'm bit sad because I will not because there will be less communication
Yeah, with your
of
friends.
yes.
How about you? What is the feeling going on that like it's the last year when you're?
Certainly, I feel very sad.
Mm-hmm.
We have grown up together almost 10 years
Mm-hmm.
together, and getting separated is a very hard thing.
Yeah, but again, it's a part of life. You have to go and move on, right?
Mm.
So you guys must be very stressed right now since exam pressure, whatnot. Like you guys are scared of separation from your friends. How do you plan to deal with the stress?
Music can be an
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal, phenomenal,
Phenomenal.
phenomenal
Yeah.
thing for relieving stress.
Mm-hmm.
Sports,
Yeah. Again, definitely. That's
sports.
another distraction. What do you think, Umesh?
Mm, I also prefer music, and I also play guitar because it
Yeah.
helps me to get relieve my stress.
Mm-hmm.
This-
Yeah, having learning a hobby activity definitely helps very much. So with this I feel like we've come to a very end of our podcast. I'm very grateful to have you guys here today in this podcast, and it was pleasurable talking to you. So I feel like that's the end here, and thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for further more episodes.
Thank you.